I had actually had a lot of friends growing up that were adopted and felt really comfortable, and seeing the adoption option is something that I wanted to consider for my family from a really young age. And when Jeff and I got engaged, we talked a little bit about adoption and how to grow our family, and we're really open and comfortable. Yeah, really open and comfortable with the adopting. So we've been thinking about it for a long time.
And we knew as part of the decision that we're making that we're really going into a very different family dynamic than what we had experienced and what most people we've encountered have experienced. But the PAC sessions really helped us kind of see what that would look like. We got the perspective, a little bit of perspective of what adopted children thought, transracially adopted children thought of the experience, and from a parental perspective too. And it did open us up to our eyes to what exactly we should be anticipating and looking for and collecting as far as information and everything of that nature in order to raise Shara so that she can adjust well to the differences that she'll experience.
One thing that they said in PAC that really struck me was we talked about white privilege in the society and culture, and that because Shara would be with us as a child and when she saw us together, there would be a different dynamic. But someone at the meeting had said when she's by herself, she is an African American woman in our society, and with all the positive and negative things that go along with that. So that's really stuck with me, that to us she's our baby girl, but to society she may be looked at differently. So we're trying to keep that in mind as we raise her too. Before travel, I guess I'll talk a little bit about what I would like to do, or I was glad that we were able to do before travel. We were really happy that we were able to get information from the agency and to ask them any questions we had. So I would recommend don't be afraid to ask questions if that's something that the agency is very willing to do. I would also recommend people doing research on the internet, looking at Children's Film Society website and just finding out about the country that they're looking at. We went to the Ethiopia Embassy website and Googled Ethiopia and tried to find out some general information about the country and some of the other countries along the way that we were deciding on. So when we came to PAC and really when we came to our informational session, we knew what countries we were interested in, knew a little bit about what was already on the website, so we could ask more specific questions instead of saying what age of the children are there in Ethiopia. We were already aware of some of those basic facts and a little bit about where's Ethiopia, what's the culture like there, and we didn't know everything we could know, but just having some of the basics was really helpful in making our decision easier and cutting down on some of the stress related to adoption.
Travel was a fast and furious but beautiful thing. Harrowing plane trips, but when we got to Ethiopia, the treatment from Ethiopians there, from the people at the care center, the exposure we got to the culture and the history of Ethiopia was just incredible. And I personally can't wait to go back and learn more and discover more.
We had a very short period of time to travel, and it was crazy at the time. I would recommend getting a travel agent. We decided against that, thinking we used Travelocity and booked airline tickets before. We don't need to, but it would have made life a little easier to get a travel agent. But once we got there, I was expecting, I was really nervous about what the experience would be like, but Asnaki and the staff really took amazing care of us and gave us the opportunity to visit the market and to see some museums and sites, which again was something I didn't know if I'd want to do before I got there. But once we got there, we were so well taken care of at the care center that it was such a relaxing experience that it was something we felt we were comfortable doing.